So I think there's a spectrum of how omni-channel people are with their advertising. I think we are emerging out of silos, right? Tools were silo-based. There are search platforms and social platforms and display and video DSP platforms. And that doesn't even start to entertain how TV is bought and sold. So I think people will become more omni-channel as we give them the tools to do so. But again, it comes down to bringing organizations together, bringing teams together, having VPs of media sit across their search, social, display, and for that matter, their offline channels, and really think holistically, plan holistically, and buy holistically, and then understand the data coming back in a relatively rapid way, and then iterate accordingly. So they can't be omni-channel until we actually give them the tools to do so, and that's what several companies, including Adobe, are working on. As new technology in terms of planning, buying, and measuring advertising comes to the fore, it's a combination of the technology vendors that bring those tools to market, educating brands and agencies on how to use them, and I think this is where agencies are evolving. Right? They're evolving from the manual buying of media, which obviously took a lot of people, to the understanding, consultation, evaluation, and then operation of these new technology platforms. And I think agencies have a big role to play there. Consultancies obviously see this as an opportunity. They see this as akin to what they've done with email platforms and other marketing software platforms, and now media buying looks more like that, so they're evaluating what they can do there. But I think there's still a sweet spot for agencies in terms of their strategy capability being brought to bear and enabled through the technology platforms.
What's the next frontier? Like, what do we need to get right to make omni-channel advertising real? What makes it happen?
I think data and media activation, those have been baked, right? We've spent the last 10 years evolving data and media activation platforms, but we've completely forgotten about creative. Right? And we need to rebalance that focus area. And again, we need to bring tools, education, and understanding of how to use those tools to brands and agencies. But we need to provide them with creative management platforms that increases the velocity of content, helps that creative value chain iterate more quickly, perhaps redistributes what parts of the creative asset building and editing are done between creative agencies and media teams. Speaks to whether you have a recombination of creative and media agencies to actually pull that off. So I think we have, given the data and media focus over the last decade, really done a disservice to consumers by not putting creative and digital front and center. And now I think there's platforms arising that are going to enable marketers to do that.